Ugh. Thank you, and welcome to another episode of Carolina Otaku Podcast. I am Afro, and I am here with my co-host.
Lexi.
Like I said, welcome back. As you can see, it is not just Lexi and I. We do have a guest with us. So, guest, do you mind introducing yourself?
Of course. See the team, be the team. I am the team. Welcome back, Toxic Family. If you don't know now, you know, I'm your host, Too Toxic Tony. I'm the special guest. So, I'm here, man. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Think of what?
It's gonna be like just like we had missed on here before. It's gonna be like that.
You got to have an intro. You got to sell the brand, right? You got to sell the brand. You got to sell the product. So, you got to come. I'm coming in hot. I'm definitely coming in hot, man.
Oh man, I fucks with that. I dig it. I can dig it. But you guys know how we start these off. What we've been up to lately, and start off with Lexi. I know that you went to TwitchCon. You were preparing to go to TwitchCon the last time that we talked. Mm-hmm. How was it? How was that travel, and just in general, just how was your trip?
Yes, I'm back now. It was like last week. And then I'm getting ready for DreamHack again. I know. So it was fun. I left Thursday, flew out of Atlanta to San Diego. I got lucky. My best friend was coming down, and then a good friend of mine was also there with me. So I didn't have to get an Uber. I had rental cars available to me, so that's great. Because if you know about California, those Uber prices are expensive to go everywhere. So the con started Friday. Got up pretty early, get our badges. There wasn't a line or anything, so we just got them. And then pretty much it was just we walked around, did a lot of like buying of stuff because we had a friend that couldn't come, so we made sure we got them a care package of stuff and end up sending it to them. Yeah, I am a nice friend.
That's crazy work.
So we ended up getting him a care package. We sent it off to him before we left. And then that Friday, my best friend was down. I told a story on my Twitch, but I will tell it here. So like my best friend lives in California. Like I've known this guy since like I was a freshman in high school. So he was like, I'm in town. Where are you? I told him where I was. So he pulled up to the Starbucks that I was at. And like I saw him and like I just booked it. I started running and like we did the full hug and everything. It was so cute.
Like some movie shit.
Basically,
yes.
Some like, oh my god, and they just run together and just like jump and hug. Like what?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, hey, bro, have a day.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we did that, and then, anyways, he wasn't going to the con, so whatever. And once we got back, he came over. We went and got some ramen, and we were gonna get some tattoos, but like the place we wanted to go to was closed, so we couldn't get tattoos. So we came back to the Airbnb, and they have never seen Freaknik, the documentary, so I made them sit down and watch it.
And why would you make somebody sit down and watch that?
It's overrated. It's overrated. Now I expected something different than the documentary when I heard they're gonna come with the Freaknik.
Well, we were at an Airbnb and they didn't have all that on there, so we just watched the documentary and kept it moving. So anyways, that was the first day. Second day, my best friend left because he had to go to work. So me and my good friend Boba went to the con. So my good friend Boba, he's like 6'2", 6'3", big guy or whatever. And so he had like these beads, like wood beads on his neck. And like
a Kuma?
Yes, just like a Kuma. Yeah. And so like everybody kept stopping him. And he's not like the social type. So like it is really interesting. And so second day we mostly watched like Twitch rivals most of the day. We just like stop at some booths. I think I stopped at a Call of Duty booth, played Black Ops 6 for a bit. Bought some more stuff. That was pretty much the second day. And the third day, we were just like wrapping up. Like I met some people that I knew and took some pictures. And we went to like this lo-fi event It was really cool. And then yeah, we just packed up and we left. Like, this is my first time going, so I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures and be all like everywhere. I was like really chilling or whatever, and trying to enjoy my time. So
yeah. Here's my question: what the hell did you buy that you had this? What did you buy?
What?
I saw what you posted. What did you buy?
Look, nosy. So I
posted it online. How's that being nosy?
Sure.
That's crazy.
So I bought a lot of stuff, and like I didn't bring a carry-on bag with me. I just had my luggage, and my luggage was already full. So this cup is one of them. I bought this at the Starbucks there. There's a school mug I bought. I bought a bunch of shirts. I bought a coat. I bought some U-Tunes. They had one for Matt Pat and they had one for Anya. And then at the Twitch Rivals, my friend won like a goodie bag and it had a pop in it, so he gave it to me. Jake from State Farm.
Okay. The light skin one, right? Black one? Light skin?
Oh, the black one. Oh,
yep.
Okay.
And I have State Farm, so yeah.
Okay.
So that's what that was. I bought a few more things, but that's pretty much what I shipped back was the pops because they were going to be too big to go in my luggage. So I just went there and did it. And then we also had to ship off that care package because I wasn't going to ship that shit off when I got home, and I'm not taking it with me. So we stopped at FedEx to ship my best friend his stuff. So yeah,
makes sense. I can do that. Me, not really much of shit. A lot of driving. I'm in Tennessee right now for J Nook. J Nook is basically it's jams. Basically, they deal with rolling out like and organizing basically MacBooks and everything that's Apple. So Tennessee ain't bad. All right. I gotta talk about driving etiquette real quick. All right. So if I'm on a long road trip and I'm cruising, I got cruise control on in the slow lane, it's only a 2-lane highway. If you know for a fact, if you see me, because I know you can see me because I'm in this big red burgundy truck. If you see me about to get behind so close behind this truck and you're in this fast lane, not going fast, that means I have to stop my car, push my brake, my cruise control's done. You just fuck up my whole flow. Now I gotta wait for your dumb ass to go by just so I can get behind you and just get back into position just so I can get around the car that I was trying to get around.
You took the truck?
Yeah, I took the truck. I wasn't gonna take my Volvo and get into an accident out here in Tennessee. You crazy? And also I brought my guns with me because I went to the range here. My coworker from Ireland, he flew in, so he went to the range yesterday and shot a few.
Nice. Look at you.
It was cool. He can't. I mean, the gun laws there are totally crazy. So he can't really shoot a lot. So it was cool though. Tennessee ain't bad. It's just a central North Carolina.
I mean, at least you haven't had to deal with like streets having no stoplights, like no traffic lights. That's what I've been dealing with here.
Damn.
That just means go. That just means go.
No, because people don't know how to treat it. So they're like, they'll go when you're supposed to treat it as a stop and just keep moving. And like, I've seen so many like close accidents. It's been crazy.
Yeah. But other than that, not really much of shit. Just work and like I said, just travel. Oh shit! I didn't tell you. I had to. So I made the reservation. We use this application called Navin, and basically it gets approved and the company pays for shit. They use a virtual card. Tell me why I get here at 2 fucking p.m. I go to that front desk.
They don't have a reservation?
No, they had my name in the reservation, but it wasn't fucking paid. And they were like, you need to pay this. Like, you can't get a room without paying this. This room for the nights that I was staying was about $2,100.
Excuse me? Hey,
Yeah,
it's a
not
nice room.
surprised.
Is it a nice room?
It's all right.
Okay. Then
Two
excuse
queen,
me.
two queen beds. Like I'd rather have a whole king. Um, it's just it's where it is. It's downtown Nashville. You know what I mean? It's convenient to
Mhm.
where J Nook is. I can just walk right across the street.
Yeah.
But like I talked to my manager and I was like, I just had to come out of pocket $2,000. The fuck is up?
No, you didn't. They would have had to pay for that night. Ain't coming out of pocket $2,000.
So I was like, all right, we don't get reimbursed for it. I'm getting, of course, you get reimbursed for all your food and all that shit, all my
Yeah.
gas, all that shit. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Because my coworker from Ireland, he had to do the same shit. He had to do
I'm
the
so
same
bad
shit.
that I have a company card because
So if you don't, what if you don't have the money? Well,
Exactly.
you
right.
just so well. Like, is this like a? I mean, because at the end of the day,
Because it would come down to basically what it would come down to is there are no refunds in this hotel, right? So you already paid it. If I didn't pay, I would have took my shit in my truck and my ass would have went to a Comfort Inn and just drove down here.
That's true.
Like, I mean, I got the money, whatever, but it's just like, nah, yo, that's crazy. And this was on a Sunday. I came in on a Sunday.
It's tough.
It's man, fuck that. You see why I don't travel like that? You see why? Because
I don't blame
get
you.
little shit like this.
Don't no. You need to travel. Stop.
No,
that was on your jobs, and that's not like a traveling thing.
Right. But anyway, I'm here and it's cool. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. So as you guys know from the intro, we do have a guest, and today we are going to be, I guess the big topic is going to be about esports. A lot of I don't know much about it. I know it's a thing. And I know that people are very competitive in it. And I also have some questions about it. But if you don't mind kind of just going through what you do within esports, are you a competitor? Have you been a competitor before? And just kind of just overall what you do within it.
All right. So I'm the director of esports at North Carolina Wesleyan University. So I'm also the head coach and the founder of the program. So on a day-to-day basis, I kind of got the same job responsibility as an athletic director. We have like 9 titles: 2K, NBA, Madden, FIFA, Fortnite, Tekken, Super Smash Brothers, Apex Legends, and I'm definitely missing Madden. So we got a plethora of games, recruiting. The same thing that as an athletic director does is the same thing I do. Esports just means electronic sports. So everything, like I said, is a traditional sport. We just do it virtually, right? I didn't compete because at the time I created the program, so I didn't have an opportunity to compete at a college, at a collegiate level. I'm very jealous of all the players that I have. I tell them that every day. I said I had to build this, and you guys get to compete and live the lavish life. But I did join the stream team in my master's program at Full Sail University. When I was getting my master's, I said I ain't gonna have time to do competitive gaming. It is what it is. It's my master's program. I didn't want to stress myself out. It was a 1-year accelerated course. So I said, I'll just do, the stream team and things like that. But now I did play competitively. So it was just like, why didn't you just do it for them? Right. It was kind of weird, but I definitely did that. And yeah.
What year did you start the program?
2019, 2020. So fall 2019 is when we started the program. And it was like the perfect timing because COVID just happened, right?
Yeah.
Like they literally sent everybody home in March 15th. I think my event was the last event. It was successful. We had 136 people there. And the whole world shut down. Everybody had to go home, right? So it was a blessing and a curse all at the same time in that realm.
Damn. Okay. And I guess what Okay, so you said it's like everything that a sporting like collegiate coach would do. So you go out and are people sending stuff to you and you're like, okay, let's give this a look, or are you actually going out and finding people?
All different programs got different I guess pull. That's the right correct term. I think esports is still new in the collegiate scene and there's not a lot of resources yet, but they have been a lot from 2019 to 2024. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of people that are professional try to coach in college because college has validity, right?
Yeah.
So they have a lot of people that follow them. They can recruit very easily because it's like I used to be a professional COD player. I want to go to school to get coached by a professional COD player. Same with Duke and Coach K, even though Coach K never played in the NBA, but you go to Duke for things like that. For me, I was a struggling route in the sense of I was an entertainer, I was a streamer, but I definitely played competitively. I played 2K, COD, and things like that. I knew people that were professional, stuff like that, but I wasn't because I didn't do that route. I took the route of I need to get my master's degree and I need to create something, right? And that's the route I took. It was very hard to convince people to literally join instead of just playing at home because realistically, what am I selling? I tell people all the time, at the end of the day, anything you do in life is an investment. Football, basketball, there's people that do basketball, played in 52 AAU games, they never made the league, right? So I take it in the perspective of what are you willing to invest in? Yeah, you could play the game at home, but you're not going to get the collegiate experience, team bonding, the networking, and also a degree ultimately, right? So it was very challenging at first because one, people didn't know me when I first came out. So it was a lot of guerrilla marketing, getting involved in the communities, local high schools and things like that. And then in my area, a lot of high schools didn't even have esports. So I had to deal with some of the challenges like that. And I don't know how it is in different states, but certain states, you have to have permission to go into schools, right? So dealing with some challenges with that because they're like, oh, what's esports? If you don't know about video games and esports, to you, some people brush it off, right? So, like I said, in the beginning, first 2 years, it was very challenging. Now we gained some traction. I got some professional coaches on staff and things like that. And it's been good. Now, like you were saying earlier, now I get the, hey, coach, this is what I do. Here's a film. Can you check me out? Right. And so, but it was a lot of hard work and it's not for the weak. It is not easy. I tell people all the time, yeah, it's my dream job, but my personality and who I am, to me, it was like, oh, this is what I love to do. But I could see from people that are not extroverted and things like that, it's very stressful because you have to recruit, you have to meet numbers, you have to be a visionary, you have to like find ways to solve problems when they're not your problems. You got to create value for your program, right? So right now people ask, hey, what makes your program unique? They can go to Shenandoah University and get a esports degree, right? They can go to other schools like Full Sail University and get a degree. What makes you different? So I'm working on our esports certification for a university just to add value, right? So some people don't finish school, they already have esports certification and they'll be able to create value for themselves as well. So it's all about, like I tell people all the time that started, it's all about creating value and what your school has to offer. That's what you're really selling the student because they can just play video games at home.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. I never really thought it was like, well, I never really thought it was kind of like that much of a that big. Like esports is a thing, but I mean, just doing it in college and then actually taking you somewhere to the point where you can actually make like a really dope ass career out of it, doing something that you actually love is fucking amazing. What you starting everything, was it more time consuming or more like capital coming out the pocket? Was it more time or more capital?
I say a little bit of both. I think time, but and the whole saying, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right? Yeah. And I do love it. Just like how Kobe's obsessed with basketball, that ain't work for him. He's like, I'm in the gym before everybody. That's what I love to do. The same way with me, because I'm a visionary. So to me, I'm like, yo, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this and that. And then I'll just start writing it down like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. So it was very time consuming. Initially, I would say, I tell people all the time, if you want to go all in, then yes, it's a lot of upfront costs. Like PCs ain't cheap. Video games now is $70, so it's a lot of upfront costs, but you can, on the back end of it, it's like at that point, you're good. Like you already got the PCs, you already got refurbished. Like you ain't got to really pay for PCs like every 3 to 5 years. If you really take care of them, you ain't got to pay them for like 7, but and consoles and things like that. So for me, it was more so, I told people all the time, once you get the student population on your side, it's hard to say no. Once the interest there, is very hard to say no. At that point, the money has to shift because there's some value there, right? And then, it's hard for some people. For me, I'd say start off as a club. I do sporadic stuff. So for us, we did Dance Dance Revolution. We did, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Jeopardy. We literally just did last week. What did we do? Family Feud. You know what I'm saying? So we did faculty and staff Family Feud. We all came out and, it was competitive. I couldn't participate ultimately because we had a league game, but I was mad. I was like, I need to get in there, so just creating that atmosphere for people and also educating them so they can understand what esports is will help a lot.
So I had a question. So I don't know, I hear it pretty often, like kids like wanting to get into esports, but like their parents won't do it. They just think video games are stupid. Like now that's leasing because like Twitch streamers are coming popular, but like what's some like advice you can give to somebody to like maybe get their parents buy-in, or how do you get like your students like parents buy-in?
So for me, I always talk to the parents. I feel like I always, even when they come for visits, I'll talk to the parents. I'll have the team captain of the game. They will take them on a separate tour. I talk to the parents because it's a lot of educating, right? Not saying that my students cannot educate, but at the end of the day, the parents are going to want to know money, right? They want to know money, the environment, security. They want to know about class sizes, graduation rates, and the value of your degree, because it's a no-brainer. We're $50,000 a year, right? People will complain about that, but then go to Duke and they're about $80,000 a year. But guess what they will say is Duke University, there's value in that degree, right? I just educate them because I tell them the same way I said earlier. I was like, at the end of the day, it's an investment. I'm teaching your son or daughter how to be an entrepreneur, a salesman, a visionary, and also team chemistry, sweat equity. Like this is an entrepreneur business, right? In my eyes, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be a streamer, you need to know how to keep people entertained. You need to know how to edit. You need to know, and all these are life skills, right? You can take it to a job. I already know how to edit. Well, you already got one up. You already know how to edit. You know how to create value for yourself. You know how to speak in front of the camera. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of gamers can't do that, right? You know how to conduct yourself in a professional setting. You know how to be a team player. So it's things like that. I have to educate parents because they don't understand it, right? And then once I break it down into sections, I said, think about it like track. I got 9 games. There's just like track, long jump, high jump, triple jump, sprinters, 4x1, hurdlers, pole vault and things like that. You wouldn't question sending your son to track. So why would you question about sending your son or daughter into esports, right? So
what's when you actually like, if a kid is like, I want to do it, let's say he's in high school, let's say he plays a game, let's say it's one of the games that you actually, coach under, you have a coach for and everything like that. What are the things that you would tell somebody if you want to come and get into this shit, start doing this so you can get better? Does that make sense?
Yes. So for me, I always tell people you always want to build a relationship with the coaches. I'm just going to be real. All the coaches, they deal with a lot of emails and people wanting to do this. The naysayers, oh, I'm better than you guys. I'm better than this. So in my rule, my law, and my facility, I told my players, you should never allow anybody on the outside of the club to tell you they better than you. And if they do, you tell them you come inside and you give them that work. You can invite them in. It's free. It's free game, you know. So for the student, I always say reach out to the coaches, ask them what they're looking for. I think that switches up semesterly. Because people graduate in December, graduate in fall. So I will once in a while reach out, hey coach, I play this position, whatever the case may be. I just want to know what you're looking for. This season I graduate at this time so I can keep working on my craft. And here's a little, clips of me, or here's a couple of games of me. Can you take a look and let me know what do I need to be working on? Right now, I would say it's hard because some coaches would be like, wow, I'll take a look at it in the summertime or fall, winter break, or Thanksgiving because they're coaching in season now, right? Yeah. But that's how I would tell a kid. I would tell my sisters, I would tell anybody, if you really want to do it, you got to know how to communicate. You can't just come and say, well, I'm the best at this. Okay. Yeah. If you're the best, I would know you the best. This conversation wouldn't even happen, right? So I always tell people come in humble and ask the right questions. Make it concise. Nobody wants a long paragraph of questions, and you're like, okay. So that's why I would encourage anybody looking into high school going to college.
So I just thought about this. So you got somebody that comes in playing Tekken. Do you prefer? This is gonna be a stupid question. Do you prefer them to use a regular controller, or do you like arcade sticks?
I'm with both of them. We do have people that use fight sticks. We do have them. Actually, two of them doesn't want to use a controller. I'm with it. Whatever it takes to be great. If you need a fight stick, go get it. Unless they say you can't use a fight stick. But sky's the limit. Who am I to tell you no? No, not that I know of, but you never know nowadays. You never know. So they might say it's a competitive advantage. I don't know. But I will say this. Hey, bring it with you. Come on. And I'm with it. Because I'm a competitor. So I'm like, I don't care what they talking about. Let's compete. So
out of the games that you do, that you have coaches for, which one is actually like the toughest one?
This year?
Yeah.
Fortnite.
What?
Why?
They go. We are so what people don't know, and a little bit about accolades. I've been here for 4 years. This is year 4. We went to the finals 3 years in a row. My first year we won the NBA 2K national championship in college. We also came in 3v3. We were the number 1 team. And then we lost in the semifinals, so we got a trophy for that. And then all the other fighting games, we got medals. So, you know what? The reason why I got to explain. The reason why I say Fortnite is because obviously it's a team-based game. I was going to say the fighting games, but that's individual based. I'm not knocking it, but it's harder to do it with a teammate. And that's in my eyes, it's harder to do it with your team and go to the finals 3 years back to back. Like, it's hard. So I would say as of right now, Fortnite.
What's your favorite game to coach?
Oh, of course, 2K.
I know.
Of course, 2K.
Right?
I actually like COD too. Like, they be going in. COD? CDL? Man. And COD casters are one of the best casters in esports. So it just goes hand in hand. I'm just not as good as one of my friends. I can coach it. I don't think coaching is hard, but seeing someone play it at that high level, different beast. It's a different beast. So
with and tell me if I'm wrong, but I could be wrong. But what's the main when you guys pick? I guess everything is done on PC. Is that correct? Or you
console
guys
and PC?
Console and PC. Okay. Am I thinking with console? Is it mostly PS5 that you guys do?
We Xbox, PS5, Nintendo Switches, and obviously PCs. I invested heavy. I said we'll figure it out later. I promise you.
Oh,
so high risk, high reward type of guy. But but I bring results. So once you bring results, it could, but it's hard to do that. And a lot of people, it's really hard.
How did you get the university to
buy in?
How did you get this big school to be all right?
I'm gonna first say this. Shout out to Dr. Duff, who is the president of North Carolina Wesleyan University currently still. I will say this. Right place, right time, the greatest blessing of all time. And I will say my story. I started the esports program in the fall. The numbers kept growing. He came to my class. he pulled up. I was sitting you walk in the class, there's like probably a seat right there. I was like right there because I'm sitting here like I'm ready to go, right? Like I don't want to do that. So he walked by, fouled me, and I'll never forget. He looked at me. He said, "You come here." I was like, "Me, the president?" I said, "Oh, I'm getting kicked out." I'm getting kicked out. I done messed up. I'm looking in my head like, bro, what did I do this weekend, or like what happened, right? And then he called, and then the professor says, "She told him, who are you talking to?" I was like, "That's the president." He says, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, can I? Oh, go ahead. Hey, go ahead. You signed my checks, right? Go ahead." So he took me out in the hall. He talked to me. He said, "I like what you're doing with the esports program and things like that. And I think it's really cool. I want to offer you a position to be my intern. Would you like that?"
Nigga, yes.
Yeah, like I'm not saying no. The fuck?
So I looked around too. I was like, "This is prank." I was like, "Oh yes, sir." Like, of course I'll do it. He's like, "Okay, cool. Meet me." He said, "When do you have class?" Some class. "Okay, meet me here at 3:00 in his office. Whatever. We'll talk or whatever." Okay, so from then on, I had open door access with the president. I'm talking about I'm in there pulling up like this. I'm in because I used to work in financial aid, and the director of financial aid, Leah Hill, she's my dog, that's my best friend. She was like, some days I'll be bored. I said, "I'm going to the president's office." She goes, "Excuse me?" And I said, "I'm going to the president's office." She goes, I said, "I'm his intern. I could do that." She's like, "There's people that ask for meetings and it's hard to get a meeting with him, and you're just gonna walk in his office?" Yes. And then guess what I did? I walked in there and she said, ain't and I know what she said in her head.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn way. And I walked in there and had a conversation. But what made it unique was I maximized the opportunity. I told him to teach me the game, man. Teach me how to keep growing. Teach me what I need to do. This is what I can offer right now and things like that. It's just unfortunate COVID happened and everybody had to go home. Time was short. And then he asked me, he was like, "Hey, what are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to apply here, see if I get it. If I don't, I'm going to go get my master's degree." And he said, "Okay." And then I didn't get the job at the university at the time. And I went and got my master's degree. And then I was still working on the program as I was in Florida.
That's what
so because I feel like it was an investment to myself. If I can make this work, I can go anywhere and make it work. Right. So I was still working on a program when I was at my, master program. I was still having weekly meetings with him. Hey, I'm not up there. It's COVID. Right. I did ask him to fly me up there. Shout out to him. He flew me up there. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It was I was there, and they was like, "Yeah, Coach J's go pick him up. Tell him to wear a mask if he's sick, stay in the hotel, whatever." So it was smooth. It was definitely smooth. I went there, did what I had to do, and then I just flew back home, and it was smooth. So when I graduated, he offered me the position, and I just feel like it was, like I said, right place, right time, and just a genuine guy because he just invested in a kid he don't even know. Yeah, and I was just like, "Well, thank you. I'm not gonna fail now. I can't fail. I will be boo-boo the fool to mess up." And and it's hard for it's hard for us to get there. So I had no other choice but to grow up very fast. I think that was the major thing as well. It was like, all right, yeah, all those kid games you playing and doing all those dumb stuff, yeah, I gotta go through the window because now people are watching. So I'm the investment child. They used to call me Duff Boy or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm with it.
Nice. How do you how did you select your coaches? What was the process to become a coach? They have to like
Good
read you?
question.
No, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm a very transparent person, and Lexi know this. I tell if you know me, you blessed. I'm getting everybody out the hood. You feel me? If you know me, you're blessed, right? But I was also blessed with having good IRLs that were very good at the game. I was very glad. I didn't know that blessing until obviously we grew up, life happens and I go, wow, like it ain't the same no more. Right. So one thing I noticed was like I said, and I had to put these together. I said, okay, I need to look at recruiting, right? So what does recruiting look like for you? You need to have somebody who's a good recruiter in esports or that has value in esports to be able to recruit. So shout out to Saucy. He played in the NBA 2K League for Heat Check Gaming. He was the MVP finalist. I linked up with him in DC. I was at 2K League. I even got the little shirt for the Charlotte Venom. We talked, whatever. He said he wanted to coach. I said, are you sure? I took down my number, ran him through the interview. I said, you hired. Come on. Conversation was done. He had another partner that worked in EA. He did Madden animations, actually. So, they fly him out to Canada, rooftop football field, like all that you see on YouTube. Yeah, he was there. And he did the animations for 5-7 years. And he's very knowledgeable. He played with Coach JB. I don't know if you know who that is. At Western Kentucky, won national championships, things like that. And he's a cool guy. Because if I didn't like him, I wasn't gonna pick him up. I ain't gonna lie to you. But very cool guy, very genuine, straightforward. We saw eye to eye. I said, come on. So he coaches Madden. Apex, I had a friend. This is my actual friend, Cam. He's actually great at the game. Became Apex Letter Masters with a couple other my friends, and I was just like, 1 year he came to me, said he wanted to coach. Something happened with him, cool, he did, and then he came to me a second time, said I actually want to do it. I said, okay, cool. So I'm like, wow, I just got these great level coaches, right? Yeah. So that's what it is. So I also tell a couple of my friends, if you're serious, I treat it like a business. I'm not for play, right? So I'm a different man when it comes to my job. But I don't have problems with them. I'm actually grateful for them. Definitely shout out to them for helping our students and giving us knowledge and stuff like that. So, gotcha. But we do have an interview process. I do not skip that with anybody because I want to know your goals, dreams, and aspirations, and how can I help you get there. I don't even expect none of my coaches to be with me for 2 years because that's how good they are. I'm not even being funny. Now, if they're going to stay with me for more than 2 years, because they like me, that's it. I just like we doing things. But if they really wanted to move up, they can easily within a year. They have everything laid out. Tell them what to do. I roll to practice, and I just like, oh, okay, he there. All right, cool. This conversation is done. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have to deal when so right now where you are right now, does the school get sponsors and stuff like that? And I guess when you go through that process of sponsorship and stuff like that, if it does happen, how does that go for you? What steps for that?
It's very hard. It's very hard because we're a small Division III school. So you got we do have one sponsorship with C2 Grips. That was just a blessing in disguise. It's, you go to the event, you meet people, network, bada bing, bada boom. I sold the program. So at the end of the day, with these sponsorships, it's very hard because you have to show value, right? Yeah. What's the difference between us and Duke? Duke is Duke. So they get gifted things like that. And, it's hard because it's like, yeah, we don't have that many students, but we have value here. And to them, it's like, we hear you. But if I put a Kia car in Duke and a Kia car in North Carolina Wesleyan University, Duke might buy it first, respectfully, right? And I sell myself and build that connection. in hopes of, you know what, hey, we got some extra money, we'll slide it this way. We'll help them out and we'll get money here because it is hard, especially coming, in a small university, competing against bigger D1 institutions. It is extremely hard, but I will not let that be an obstacle for me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna continue creating value for our programs, and we just gonna keep trying to knock out each benchmark and stepping stone.
Nice. I love that. It's interesting. Lexi knows about this and stuff like that, but it's interesting that, and Lexi, when this message came to us, it's interesting that we're talking to you because we got.
He knows. I sent him the message.
Oh, you did? Yeah. I was like, that's random. But when how can I put this, man? Honestly, I'm really surprised that this is gonna sound crazy as shit, that people actually listen to us.
Oh my God. Can you stop?
Like, can you crazy. Nah, like for real though, because I know I say some crazy shit.
I find it funny. But I mean,
and it's I don't know. It's really interesting, and just kind of talking to you and seeing that it's not just like a surface level type shit with esports. It's so much shit that makes it, and you're the person who kind of got that ball rolling, and now it's just like a whole bunch of just networks that come as one. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit.
And it's an investment in the students as well. I try to do is, I'm developing the esports certification program, but I have professionals that I know in the industry come speak to the players, right? And Q&A sessions and things like that. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, I need you to get your face with a name, show your portfolio, because it's hard to get a job coming out of college. I don't know why people think it probably ain't or whatever, but it is extremely hard, especially nowadays, the way the world is looking.
Job market sucks right now.
A master's degree is slowly dwindling as a bachelor's degree, right? So everybody got a bachelor's degree now. It increased over time. That's the best way to say it. In the last 20 years, it has definitely increased. So now what sets you apart is the value that you bring to the company, is the value that, when we go pound for pound, this person can speak another language. Well, this conversation is done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do. I try to get people. So we also have a production program. It's called BGA TV. I remember my senior year, I said, I want us on the TVs all around campus. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, I am, but we're going to put everybody on the TVs around campus. I think that was a huge thing because now it's like, oh, snap, mom, I'm here, right? We wanted a YouTube channel, got a YouTube channel. And I told him, I said, you could take these with you, pregame interviews and things like that, so you could show people that you are able to articulate yourself and also present yourself in front of people, right? That's a big thing. So it's like I said, it's constantly trying to create value for the students because, as I pour in them, hopefully they'll be able to take it with them and grow and do big things. It's literally everything I want to do in life, but I couldn't do it, so I just pour it on them.
Gotcha. And this might be kind of like future, in the future and stuff, but where you are now, I guess, where do you want the program, at the university to kind of go,
For me, I wanted to be, and this is going to be like, wait, what? I want to be the best in the nation. I want to be best in the nation in at least 2 games that we play. I want to be the best in when you come to our school, you're going to get a bang for your buck, right? So whether it be the productions, whether it be the elite team, you come here, for a fact, you're going to get a job because we're going to give you the tools that you need to equip you to get a job. And that's through connections and things like that. Once that starts rolling, I mean, at that point, I'm just here. The job, what I'm saying? The job is done. Now we got connected. Now we got companies asking me, hey, do you have somebody from, BGA that wants to get a job or wants to do internships here and things like that, whether it be Epic Games, because Epic Games like literally an hour away or things like that. I do have one person, and it actually made me like, oh, that's what's up. She She was here when I started the production side of it, and now she's in DC on News 4. I told her to go to Full Sail University. She acts kind of like me, the goofier side or whatever. And I was like, she called me one day and I was sleeping, and I was just like, hey, hello? Like, what you want? She was like, I'm graduating. I said, yeah, you graduated from North Carolina Wesleyan University. Like, what are we talking about? No, I'm graduating from Full Sail. Excuse me?
When the hell you do that?
Yeah, I'm like, you went? She goes, yeah, you told me to go for journalism. I said, okay, and I went. Okay, like, okay, cool. And she went for journalism. She's obviously speaking. She flew around the world, did whatever she needs to do, and now, she's on News 4 in the DC area, or I guess is what's it, DMV area. Yeah, I don't know if they show all of, but she's doing that, and I'm extremely proud of her. And that's on the production side. On the elite team, we're still young. We got our first graduating class when they graduate. Looking for jobs and things like that, trying to help them and stuff like that. But yeah, that was really cool to hear that.
Awesome.
Because it's very hard.
Jeez, it's fucking awesome. Shit. So if you had to give, I don't want to say too many, but like, I guess when you're, let's do this. When you're not gaming, when you're not, running the esports and all that stuff, what are you doing just to like get away from that? You dig what I'm saying?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I tied everything with what I love to do in my job. So like right now we're going to DreamHack, right? And then before we go to DreamHack, we're going to University of South Carolina Gamecocks. So sightsee. I guess that's the right word, like traveling to different programs. I mean, I'm gonna be real, my cousin worked there, right? And then I looked at the map and I was like, yo, we got to go through Columbia, because he used to work at South Carolina Aiken. And then he got a job at University of South Carolina Gamecocks. So I called him 2 days ago. I'm like, yo, I'm pulling up. Get in contact with the esports coach. I want a jersey swap. I need a jersey that says Coach Toxic on it. I'll bring one of mine. And then we pulling up. And he was like, okay. What time you getting here? I said, I'll be there at 12. Make sure you take your lunch at 12. I'll be there. Then we'll be in Atlanta. And then I got some people in Atlanta too. So I was just like, I don't like traveling because I don't like driving, because I feel like there's too much middle time and there's a lot of things I could be doing. So I'd rather be a passenger princess, but that's not happening. Like, I have to drive, right? So I feel like when I drive, I listen to a lot of motivational. No, I listen to Eric Thomas. Ain't a lot, but motivational insights. So like, because sometimes you get lazy, you feel down, you need a new motivation. But then I had to, I listened to it and I'm like, nah, you got to get on your job. Like, what you doing? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that definitely cast the time away.
Anyways, the reason I laughed, and I'm going to cut him off, because you're always on 2K. Like, that's his de-stressor. He is always on 2K.
Even yelling on there.
What? I'll ask you this. We talked about this like episodes ago. Do you consider 2K a bro game?
A bro game?
Yeah.
You say the actual word, but you know it.
Well, you said a bro game. Well, I don't know the actual word. Give me another synonym to that word.
All right. So, do you think that 2K is in that realm where people just play 2K, Madden, and COD? That's it. They don't know nothing else about gaming. That's their only game.
Stereotype.
Those people, yes.
There is a stereotype out there. Yes, I do feel like 2K is in a stereotype. It is what it is. I play every game. My best friends made sure I played every game. Like, I even played Smite.
Myth.
Yeah,
so finish that.
Black Wukong. Oh, I love Souls games. That rage is different. It's just suspense. Yeah, I'm well rounded. But I do agree it is a stereotype. Yes. Some people play Madden, play 2K. That's it. Some people play Madden, 2K, and COD. That's it. So, because, and I always tell people this. Yes. Do you know how hard it is to play Smite, League of Legends? That's a full-time job. That's not a, hey, let me pick up the game and play. Of course, that stereotype plays those games because, they played football and basketball in real life. So that's easy to transition to. I ain't never played League of Legends in real life. That's a full-time job. Like COD is shooting. I mean, let's just be real. Everybody like to play shooter games, Apex, things like that. So I just feel like it's easy to relate, to pick up and play. You just got to know the buttons and know the schemes and stuff because you do it in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Okay. Shit. All right. I fucks with this. Lexi, you have anything else you want to ask? Oh,
No.
Wait.
What?
I got one more question. What are you both looking forward to this weekend with DreamHack?
I got my peoples there. Full Sail University. Damn it, Bennett. And then I could meet Lexi. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, we got my peoples there. They there. You feel me? So, hey, they don't even know I'm coming. So when I pull up, they go like, yo, I'm like, I know. I'm here. Crazy work. So, yeah. That's all. I can't wait. I promise you I can't wait.
And Lexi? We need that same type of excitement that he gave us. You need that.
Yeah, you're not getting that shit from me. You already know that. I'm not like him. I think for me, it's just seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while. Like a friend of mine I haven't seen since I went to MomoCon, 2020.
You went to what?
MomoCon 2023. So I think it's been a year. No, 2022. Whatever. It's been a while since I've seen them. MomoCon's another con. It's an anime con in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to MegaCon and GalaxyCon.
Yeah, we've been.
Oh shit. Wait, was that the year that I went with you? That we went?
No, it was the year after that. So it was 2023.
Okay. Word. Okay. That's dope. Vendor room as usual.
Of course.
Yeah, vendor room. Okay.
No. I need to be talking to companies. No, I'm not buying that. This trip already making me broke. Car, hotel, and gas, food. I'm bringing 2 others, so it's already making me broke.
They're not chipping in.
Nah, they're students, man. I'd use it on the company card.
Oh shit.
It's a good,
yeah.
But
I want to be in the vendor's room.
I mean, I don't go there because I start buying useless stuff. Like I bought a Demon Slayer sword, and I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm not pulling up to school with a Demon Slayer. Like, what am I using this for? It's metal. What am I going to use it for? Right. Yeah. So
I got you. Okay. All right. That's what's up. When are you when it's what? From Friday? Does it start Thursday? Or
Friday.
Friday. Oh, okay, it's Friday. Okay. That's what's up. Well, I hope both of you guys enjoy that. I will be on the road back to Maryland.
That's a far drive.
It's
that's a far lot. That's a far drive.
I like driving. I don't mind it. I don't mind driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does it.
So I'll be going to pick up a dog. So yeah.
I wish I had that mentality.
Wait, where is Sunny?
She's at my sister's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my sister. You know what's crazy? Get to my sister's house. Get to my sister's house. This dog, literally, this is the first time she's staying overnight at the house. I come downstairs. I didn't take her out the night before, so that is my fault. But come downstairs, and there's a huge pile of shit. This dog is like a horse. I swear on everything I love. So my sister is asleep. I come downstairs. I look at my dog, and she looks at me, and I'm like, really?
That's funny.
Leave Sunny alone, okay? She was scared. She's in a new spot.
Whatever. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Carolina Taco Podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode and really got some really good information out of this. Tony, if you don't mind, just tell them where they can look you up, where they can,
of course,
all that stuff.
Promote yourself.
Come on now. Come on, Toxic Fam. You know you can find me on every social media platform, Too Toxic Tony. See the team, be the team, I am the team. Now, if you want my professional on IG, it's Coach Too Toxic. But besides that, you know what time it is, Toxic Family. 2 up, 2 down. And remember, it's okay to be a little toxic. But go ahead, team. Go ahead. Take it away, man. Take it away, man. Come on, man. You got it. You see how I had that on point, though?
She just laughed at you. That's crazy. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys again next time.
Hey, guys. Bye.